You are a porn supporter.
And that's not to say that I don't acknowledge the ways that the porn industry is extremely problematic, and like there are lots of things that can be said and have been said much better and more eloquently by academics who are qualified to speak on the subject.
We not gonna save the world in 1 minute. We're not gonna save the world in 60 minutes. But
Right.
yeah, you're right. Like there are definitely issues. But I will say, if there's one industry that saw quarantine and then saw dollar signs, it was the porn industry.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, you're right.
100%. They were like, yo, like, did you? I'm sure you've seen that article back when Pornhub was giving like free whatever, like
Free
that's it.
access,
yeah,
free,
like,
free.
I'm like, shout out to them. They were
Yeah.
like, we understand, guys.
Yeah.
You're in lockdown. You need our help. I'm
And
like,
then,
good for
yeah,
them.
I mean, OnlyFans like did. When did OnlyFans become popular? Was it?
I want to say it was maybe a couple years ago. Like I feel it because I've known of it before quarantine, so I've
Yeah.
known that it existed.
Right.
But I have not seen nearly the amount of
I feel
people
like it
that posted
became
it.
like mainstream when Beyonce shouted it out,
Oh
right?
yeah, with that diamond, whatever she
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah. Meg Thee Stallion.
Demon, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I can forget the line, but you're right. Beyonce gave it credence on that Savage remix, and then everybody was like, "Yo, well, if Beyonce says it's okay, even though no
Right.
one's catching Beyonce on OnlyFans because Jay-Z would not allow it, but you know, and she doesn't need it. Also,
She
but
wouldn't do it. She's like, I don't
If-
think. I don't
if-
know. Beyonce's a whole
if
other animal. I'm not trying to get the beehive after me,
if
but
her life didn't come with Blue Ivy and Jay-Z, which I still don't even
well,
understand
sure, but
that.
it did. So like,
Correct. So, but I'm saying,
an
like, I
alternate
feel like
universe.
she's out here speaking to knowing her other life. Like, that's
That's
what she's
true.
saying. Like,
Okay, fair. Like
and
alter.
I'll give her credit.
She
like,
is about the alter egos. I'll give her
Yeah,
that.
she
much.
understands her whole other lives that she could have
Yeah,
possibly
yeah,
had.
you're right.
And I'm gonna give her credit because Beehive.
So who do we
shout
got?
out.
We got what? Black China. We
Oh
got.
yeah, that's right. She on there.
We got what's her name?
Man, who's that girl that everybody got mad at? 'Cause
Amber
she made like $1
Rose.
million in one day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Bella
about?
Thorne.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody got mad at her, and
She's gross to me, but
I was disappointed. I was like, she got $1 million. I was like, yo,
I mean,
some
she's
of
pretty
you-
famous, honestly. She's like a.
That's
she's-
fine, but I was like, I would go to the OnlyFans because you're attractive, and I was
okay,
like,
well, this is
yo,
the thing. This is
why
a
these
thing,
Minneapolis women not making this money?
though. I don't know
then?
that I think that porn stars are that attractive. Like,
Well, I
mean-
mean, to be fair,
yeah. Like, I'm
Guy-
not. It's a
guys to
slippery slope.
girls,
I'm not
yeah.
trying to throw shade.
no,
'cause,
no,
like,
no, no, no. I don't think you're throwing shade. I honestly, I feel like every guy watches a porn and is like, I could be that dude. They don't look at it like when I watch a real movie, like a sex scene. I know we're gonna get into some stuff later, but
Yeah.
like when I watch a movie with a sex scene and like Michael Ealy is in there or Michael B. Jordan is in there, I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, I can't get his
No.
bitch because I don't look like that.
No.
But when I watch a porn, I'm like, oh. If that bitch is fucking him, where are my girls
So
at?
you're
Like,
saying you think that the women in porn are genuinely fine?
I think that a lot of them are attractive, or at least in the films or the clips that I see, they do look good.
I mean, a lot of them have a fake body, which is fine. Then yeah,
Correct.
it's like yeah, fake bodies look good. They're
but hey,
fake.
you
That's
gotta
the
you
point of
gotta
them.
you gotta do work to do work, and they doing work. So
Right.
I'm here for it. Whatever they gotta
But
do.
don't you think there's something to be said for like?
It
I
seems
don't
like you're
know.
out here giving credit to the girls next door, and I'm here for the girl next door. But I'm
No,
just saying,
that's not
watching
what I
the
was gonna
porn-
say. No, that's not at all what I was gonna say. What I was gonna say is that like people who do porn, like they're working a job the same way we all work a job. They need the money. You know what I mean? And so it's not like it's like
Well,
they're not beautiful like in the way a celebrity who has millions of dollars is beautiful.
but they weren't all millions of dollars and quote unquote beautiful before. Everybody starts at a spot.
Oh, I agree. I'm not saying anything about that. I'm just saying to your point about like porn stars being sexy. I'm like I find that they look pretty normal, to be honest. It's not that they're not attractive. I'm just saying they're
I will have to tell people
they look very like normal.
This
like,
one I definitely want in the comments because
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned, I feel like that's definitely a difference between girls to guys because I feel like and now you're gonna get into your thing about how the females watching porn, but like I definitely think that they cast basic ass dudes.
yeah, but I'm
to
not
make
only
more
talking about the
dudes.
men though. I'm talking
Oh, I
about
know.
women as well.
But I'm thinking they don't cast basic women in the sense that like they make sure that they doll them up in a way where you're like, yo, that is the finest girl at the bar. That
I
night.
think you're just jaded by the fact that it's a porn. I think if you saw these
nah.
women on the
maybe
the
you watch
regular
more porn
block,
than me. Maybe you watch more porn than me. That's
maybe that's
maybe you watch
actually
more-
that's
maybe
a
you watch
genuine
more porn than me.
possibility.
So,
Yeah. I don't know. I
I
mean,
feel like I see somebody like I'm not saying all bitches in porn are fine. Like that's not.
and I'm
ridiculous.
not trying to throw shade. Like it's like I'm
Oh, I know
just
you're
trying to
not.
say they look like normal people.
No, I've seen,
or it's just a fake
I've
body.
seen the porn with normal people. I mean, we've been in quarantine, so
Yeah.
obviously I've seen it. I'm not talking about them girls. I'm talking about the
talking
profession.
about the fake
I'm talking
body.
about the professionals.
Okay.
Okay, like, and that's what we'll get into it. Like OnlyFans, most of y'all are not professionals.
Right.
Those are those normal people. That
Well,
you're talking
who's
about.
on OnlyFans? Is it like the Instagram models? I
Yeah,
don't know
there's
why
a-
I haven't
there's
been
a
on
lot of-
OnlyFans. I think it's just because, again, I'm cheap. Like I said about the strip club conversation. Like, I just don't be out here spending money like that.
You know what? Hey guys, get in the DMs. You're gonna put your Venmo name on the end of this. Venmo Kristen like $40 so she can sign up for like 3 of these OnlyFans.
Yeah, why don't you pay me so
It's
that
just a-
I
ju-
can
nah,
I can
just
watch
a month,
premium porn?
Just a month. Just a month. First of all of them are gonna send it with a message saying, "We just want you to practice, take notes, da da da." So it's gonna work out in everybody's favor. But no, just send her a little cash. She can check it out. Like the thing is, I've just thought it's very difficult. Like
What is?
especially doing
Being
the
on it?
OnlyFans. Like,
Oh, okay.
especially doing it in quarantine if you don't have like, because I mean some of these like the Instagram models, they have a photographer or they have a videographer, they have somebody that
Maybe.
they trust.
Okay.
Some of them do. And so they have somebody that they already trust that's taking raunchy whatever pictures of them.
Okay,
So
yeah.
it's like,
I see what you're saying.
yeah, it's not hard for them to get that person to come and now like, oh, now my top's just off or oh, JJ's out, like whatever. But you're taking the same fucking picture that you took 2 weeks ago. So
Sure.
it doesn't make a difference for them in that sense. But the thing that I've been impressed or whatever about in quarantine is like a lot of these ladies, from what I've heard, they doing it on their own. Like they out here setting up the timer, and I couldn't imagine trying to take a whole bunch of like naked pictures of myself with the Insta timer. Like
I mean,
I couldn't personally. I couldn't imagine only because I don't take enough pictures of myself as it is.
I appreciate
So-
your admiration, and it's not that I don't agree. I 100% agree with you, although...
You take a lot of naked pictures of yourself. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I actually don't. We'll get into that, but I'm not like look at what we're doing right now. Like I'm doing this podcast without help. I mean, you're helping me, but I had to teach you.
Correct. But
So like I don't have the same level of impressed as you do, but your level of impressed is warranted because you should be impressed because that shit is a lot of work.
yeah, again, I wouldn't want to do it though. I guess when you start hearing about some of the money that these women are making.
Right.
Then I'm like, I guess I would get a little more motivated, but like just off jump, like I just wouldn't be motivated.
But
to
and
do
that's
it.
where I get into that's where it gets into the conversation where like I go back and forth with this with myself all the time of like who am I not who am I judging more, but like what do we think of like OnlyFans, like people making money off this versus like every bitch in the world, including myself, posting like underwear photos on Instagram. Like is that like
well,
what do we like you see what I mean about like get that bag versus just like do you versus like
See,
you're putting it out there for free.
I guess my thing is most of these women that are out here getting that bag,
Yeah.
if we wasn't in this pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't wait, 2021 is almost over, can't wait to be out of this.
Yes.
But if we wasn't in this pandemic, I'd be out there spending money on these ladies for not doing some of this stuff, right? Like for just hitting on me at the bar, hanging out.
at the
doing
strip club or just like on girls?
Just in general. Like
Yeah, on women. Yeah,
just
okay,
in general,
okay.
like
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like
You have a budget to spend on women. Yeah, okay.
I have a budget to spend out. Okay, like I don't classify what gets spent when I'm out. I have a number that I expect to spend when I leave on a certain night for a certain event, and that is what it is. It doesn't really matter what it's spent on. I just have a number, but that's not the point. The point is,
Not the point.
because we're not out,
Yeah.
I know that those ladies aren't getting that opportunity. And it's so different. Like,
So you're saying that you go on OnlyFans to spend money on women for the sake
didn't-
of the women that you're not buying drinks for
First-
because it's quarantine?
First of all,
This is the logic?
First of all, I didn't even say that I was on there like that. I'm just saying that
Oh my God.
instead of being able to buy 6 women in a night of drinks, I'm making a number now. Wait,
Okay.
whatever.
You buy 6 women on a Saturday night.
And the fact that I just said I'm making a number, like, anyways.
Oh,
and
this is
you're
great.
first of all, actually, that number works great because in these Kristen dates where you're out here bringing all your homies,
That's
I
true.
probably am buying 6 women a fucking drink.
To be clear,
So-
I'm not judging you in this whole conversation.
Oh,
I
100%.
just am chirping you like this is great.
She's 100% judging, but no,
no,
it's okay.
I'm not. I'm
In a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. Yeah.
No, so if I was gonna spend money on them 6 women in a night,
Okay.
I can't do that now because, like,
Correct.
especially here in Minnesota, it's like I can't Uber Eats you a drink. Like,
That'd be great though.
I mean, yeah, it sucks. There's states like Texas and stuff where you can do that shit,
Yeah.
but like we can't do that here. So like,
Okay.
I can't be like, oh man, how's your Friday going? Ooh, I got this martini on the way. Hope you like it because I can't wait to take you on a date.
That
and
would-
get this stuff.
that would-
be a bomb move.
If some guy did that to me, I would. Yeah.
Can't
It
do
would
it,
work.
though. Can't do it. Yeah, but I can't. But I can do it. Let me put it like this: you do enjoy a good sext.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah,
hold on,
correct.
Let me go. So
Okay.
you enjoy a good sext. Now, what if I could tell you, you could be sexting with pick
But
your
I thought you
pick your
just said that was the
pick-
really expensive thing. I wouldn't do
Hey,
it.
I don't know what these guys' prices are.
But if I got old boy on my phone, I could text him for free. Like, this is what I'm saying. This
You
is my whole argument.
You could, but what if old boy doesn't look nearly as good as homeboy on the Netflix show that you love?
Well, okay, yes.
or
but
whatever. So like, I'm just saying
okay.
there's levels to the looks because you just said these porn people look average. So if I'm telling you I can give you
I
way
didn't
above
say
average,
average.
you
I just said
average.
they look like normal human beings. They don't look like celebrities who spend millions of dollars on Botox. and all this
Everybody's
other
a
shit.
normal human being.
Okay, well, okay. So back up though, because I do have to say though that like part of it, I don't know. I don't always be sexting people and like I'm not out here trying to get dick pics all the time. So that's another part of like
yeah, but most females aren't.
I know, but so that's again I'm saying like OnlyFans, right? Okay, so men go on OnlyFans, they want to see boobs, they want to see pussy, they want to see these like physical things, right?
Correct.
I don't care to pay for dick pics. I'm getting them already, and I don't want them to begin with.
Correct, but you're getting them from people that you don't want them from, and that's the problem.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Okay,
I rarely want a dick pic even from somebody I am actually fucking. Like women
Okay, yeah,
don't want a
yeah,
dick pic.
But I'm saying that you don't like. Again, and now I'm only speaking from my thought process because I've never seen a male's OnlyFans.
Okay.
But my thought is that I'm sure that these males OnlyFans are not just out here with their wang slanging all over the place.
Like they're catering.
Just like they're
Yeah,
out here
yeah.
trying to set up, doing their things. You know, Boris
Right.
Kojo out here sitting with
Okay.
an apple doing a thing. I
Yeah,
don't even
you're
know.
right, you're right.
But like they're out here trying to show you stuff that you would actually enjoy.
Okay, true.
So that's the point, is that they're out here trying to cater as opposed to all these dick pics you're getting. The only thing they're trying to
First
cater
of all, it's
to
not all these, but okay.
all of these dick pics that you're getting, all they trying to cater to is getting some punani. So come on now. Like,
That more like I don't even know if that do men really send dick pics because they're trying to get some pussy. I think they're sending dick pics because they have their own ego about it. Like as to your point, like don't men realize that women don't like dick pics? Don't they know that?
well,
Or is that not common knowledge?
it's common knowledge.
Okay, so then it can't be that you're sending me a dick pic because you're trying to get pussy from me.
No, but
'Cause
that's
I don't like it. I don't really want that from you.
But
that
okay,
picture.
but here's the thing. It's common knowledge that most women don't like dick pics, but every time they're in your DMs, you're not common woman. You special.
Okay,
You
okay.
different.
Okay.
You out here and Draymond Green's gonna send it out and show you what's up, and you're like, oh my god. Then next thing you know, everybody see your dick. So you
Sounds
got
like some sound male logic.
Yeah, well, I didn't say that we were smart. I just said that we do what we do. We deal on instincts.
Okay.
But no, I don't know. I mean, the dick pic thing, like, I never sent a dick pic to somebody who didn't want it. So I just
Who
don't
asked for
understand
it? Or you just assumed?
Oh no, I was correct. I've never been
Okay,
wrong.
okay, respect.
I've never been wrong. But
Respect.
like, that's not the point. I don't.
All right, well,
I don't do it.
I will go on OnlyFans and scope it out. I think this is subconsciously why, like I said, that I haven't gone on it because I'm just like I don't understand what would be on there that I would be that into. But I will do my research. You've intrigued me enough. You've given me the preview. I will go check it out. I will stop being a cheap ass and put my money where my mouth is and see what I can see.
We got to get you right. Okay, I'm glad you could do that. So there's some of the notes that you brought up that I'm actually intrigued by, and I really got to ask you. And that was the dating a porn star.
Yeah, we should talk about this because I was going to ask you the same thing. So we both have to say if we would date a porn star or not.
So I feel like I could date a stripper, but I couldn't date a porn star.
And why? What is your reason for being unwilling to consider a porn star?
Because I feel like a stripper, I know where you're going to be all the time.
Okay.
So it's like I know where you go. I can see the clientele.
You could participate if you wanted.
I can get there all the time.
Right.
Porn star, like you could go anywhere.
So it's not about the sex with other people, or it is?
I mean, technically, strippers don't be out here having sex with all these people, so that part helps. But I'm not gonna pretend like I don't know.
So that is a factor to you.
Yes.
Okay.
But when the question is just date, I could probably date a porn star for like 2 months.
Okay. Give it a go.
She's definitely not meeting any of my parents. So
you are embarrassed by her profession.
Oh, no, not embarrassed. I just don't want to find out that my dad or my uncle knows who she is. So that's that awkward shit.
Okay, so you're not embarrassed by her profession, but you don't want said men in your family having watched her porn.
Like the previous episode, Degree Separation, where we talk about the family stuff. I don't really need to be Eskimo watchers with my uncle and grandpa.
But don't you
dad.
think? But okay, so I feel like the only way that would be the case is if she was like a real famous one, right?
Well, you said porn star.
Okay, yeah. So now I'm changing the parameters a little bit.
Okay,
if she was not, top 20 porn star, but she that was her career was porn.
Okay.
How do we feel about it then?
I mean, it would be fine. Like,
it
would be okay. So side story, real quick, like 30 seconds. 1 year we went to Vegas for one of my auntie's birthdays.
Yeah.
And it was in January, so shout out. We got there, and going through the airport, I just noticed there was a lot of voluptuous vixens in this bitch.
Okay.
And I was like, I was just thinking this is Vegas, right?
Right.
So I've only been to Vegas one other time before that,
yeah.
and that was a drunken scenario.
Yeah.
I come to find out about an hour later that the porn awards, official porn awards, were that weekend.
Love it.
So all these porn stars was there. So I'm sitting here like, oh shit. And
this is great.
My mom, my dad, a bunch of my aunties were there. So I'm out here like, yo, we can't go out. Like, we're not going out together. Like, 'cause I just don't want to. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. So, but again, that's the porn awards. So to your scenario, she's not on that level where she's getting invited to the porn awards.
No.
Honestly, it probably would be fine.
So for you, it truly is about like the people in your life knowing. It doesn't even have to be just the family, but like.
I mean, I
just your boys all
honestly,
watch.
I just wouldn't tell my parents. Like,
but what about if all your so let's play this out. You're dating this porn star. She's not that famous. So your parents and your family don't know who it is.
I mean, I probably tell my sister.
Fine, whatever. Obviously, if you date her for long enough, and by long enough I mean not really that long, a couple of weeks even, your friend, you're gonna tell you can't.
Oh, I probably tell my boys first night.
That's what I'm saying.
They know.
So you're fine with the boys watching your girl being a porn.
Okay, but here's the thing. I hate to be alluding to previous episodes, but again, all of us guys, we see a girl and we thinking like, oh, we think about sex with her.
Yeah.
So I'm like, even if they're not a porn star, I've already imagined that. So I'm at least she out here making money.
Okay.
And they thinking about this. So I'm like, hey, at least she out here paying for my Manny's dinner tonight because they out here looking at her. I don't know if
C-level porn stars are paying for your Manny's steakhouse.
Well, I mean, they're not paying for it because my guys watch, but they can make it work. It's not the point.
Maybe they are. Shit, I don't know. I shouldn't be throwing shade like that.
Hey, point is, at least I know they're out here making this money because these dudes want to sleep with her.
So you're. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm just playing it out for you.
No. You go ahead.
So you're genuinely saying that you're fine for your boys to all pass around the phone and watch your girl's porn and be like, "Look at this is Lume's new girlfriend."
Here's the thing: most of that porn that she's made that my boys pass around when I started dating her was made before me. So that's just a pass. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Fine, but
That's
so
her
you
job.
date. So you're only gonna date her so long.
Yeah, we're not gonna date. We're not getting married.
What
so.
if you fall in love with her? She's your
Hey,
girl.
well, you know what? The Kabakas made mistakes before. Who knows? I guess anything is possible, as you know, a great philosopher once said. But I couldn't see it. I feel like I would be looking at her like, "Hey, you're doing this to start something else." And I'm sure she
the
has
point
some
is
other
that
dreams,
that's
blah, blah,
pretty
blah.
far away from the lifestyle you lead, and it's perfectly normal for like
Yeah.
people of similar lifestyles to like succeed or not succeed. So like,
But again,
I get what you're saying.
the question was, would you date a porn star?
and
I
you're
said,
saying yeah.
I would date a porn star or a stripper. Keyword is date. If I had to pick one of the two, I'd pick a stripper. And that's it. So now we're going to you,
Yeah.
Kristen. Would you actually? Well, I feel like you wouldn't date a stripper, so I'm just go straight to porn star.
You think I would not date a male stripper?
Nah, I don't
Do you,
think so.
What do you think? Would I date a male porn star?
I mean, so here's the thing. You are a woman of creativity in the entertainment industry.
Correct.
And, you
which is
know-
why we didn't really clarify that at the top of the episode, but that is why, for those who didn't follow the train of thought,
She always
men
gets asked.
constantly ask me if I do porn. That's why it's like my Tinder bio literally says actress, so it's like immediately they're like, oh, with the
like actress.
with the side eye emoji. It's like, dude, I know what you're implying. Anyway,
getting that dude for a fee, obviously.
and then they think it's like the most original joke on the planet. Anyway, keep going. Okay.
So because you are a part of that industry,
Yeah.
I feel like you would, on some level, be able to vibe with certain actors.
Okay.
So I feel like it's possible,
Yeah.
but I feel like just in a general concept, nah, you're not gonna be able to do it.
Why?
Because that's not, no. Like, first of all, I'm sorry to disappoint you. A lot of them porn stars is not big, so they're not tall. Like,
You're saying I'm not going to be attracted to the porn star because he's not going to be tall enough and
they're
buff
not gonna
enough?
be tall. Well, actually, I don't know about the penises. They're probably fine, but like, they're actually not gonna
I
be
mean,
tall
penis
enough.
size is not like the
I know it's not the end
deal
all be all,
breaker.
and you're not gonna see it in the beginning anyway, so it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're probably not gonna be tall enough, so that's already gonna kind of move them out. But they probably got a lot of trench coats. Because, you know, they be out here on these
With
scenes.
trench coats.
So
Not that kind of trench coat.
I'm like 50-50 on it. I'm 50-50 on it. But I feel
Well-
like, actually, no, I'm 60-40 that you wouldn't.
that I wouldn't.
That you wouldn't.
I'm sort of in the same boat as you. Like, I'm not. I would. You know, like I would, because like on some level it's like I don't have an inherent problem with the industry itself. Like it's not that I would not date you because you're a porn star.
Correct.
So on that level, it's fine. On the second level, I'm not the person that's going to be pissed that you're having sex with other people because it's your job. Like, I'd be like, well, that's your job. It's fine. Like, that would be,
Like,
you know,
I don't want you getting mad
we'd
when
have
I'm
to
out
have
here.
some communication about this.
Correct.
And, like,
yeah,
talk,
I don't want to find out as a surprise, but
Right.
like the same way, like when you out here filming your, you know, make out scenes with Drake in his next
Well,
video,
exactly.
you don't want to get that same.
Well,
level
and
of whatever.
like, you know, like, no, I don't do porn, but I am an actress. And yes, I have done scenes with other actors where we kiss and we have physical contact with each other. You know what I mean? So it's like, on some level, yeah, I have no problem with somebody else having a career whereby they have to have sexual innuendo, physical connection, all these different things with other professionals in their field. Like, that is clearly fine with me. It would make
Exactly.
me a
It's
bad
just-
person if I didn't, because I'm also doing that.
It's just work.
Yeah. Yes. I knew this was good in the notes, the way that I said it. Okay,
Let's
here's
go.
what I wrote in the actual notes. I'm actually just going to read this out. This
Oh,
is what I wrote.
verbatim. Let's go.
I'm sick of porn being taboo, particularly RE women watching it. I didn't watch porn until I was 20. That's true. And I truly believe that had I started watching porn earlier and developed a stronger sense of my own sexuality outside of having sex with men or men at all in general, I would have saved myself a lot of trouble in the long run and would have been much better off. I.e., everybody deserves to have their own sexual life with themselves outside of other people, whether you're, you know, heterosexual or homosexual, whatever it is. But particularly
matter.
women, because men, like, I'm not a man hater. Like, I love men. I think they're fucking great. But
Yeah, we're pretty cool.
you need to have, as a woman, your own sexual life outside of men. I believe that so strongly in my heart of hearts. And so, like,
I just want to clarify.
Yeah.
Like, because I know guys, so I know how we hear things. So, like, what you just said is you love men,
Yeah.
but women need to have their own sexual experience, whatever, outside of that.
Yes.
But you're not saying that you need to have a lesbianic experience.
No. Although I would encourage that as well, but that's not the point that I'm making in this
Okay,
moment.
well, I just want to let you know that that's what every guy just heard.
The point that I'm making in this moment is that my first sexual experience was when I was 17, right?
Okay.
And it was with a man or with a boy, I guess, a 17-year-old boy.
Someone with a penis.
Right. And the point being is that like 17-year-old boys are not adequately equipped to like
They don't know nothing about
help
nothing.
help me develop my own sexual identity as a woman.
They don't even probably know how to spell the word cum.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And so to leave that to them is just like a joke in my opinion. And it's a huge like shitty thing about the way our society is right now is that like it's all so taboo for women to like engage in masturbation and porn, and it's a huge detriment to them because what that means is that all these heterosexual women are having these their first sexual experiences with men
That can't
who
do it
don't
right.
know what they're doing either, and it's just like this creates a dynamic where you're not.
But do you think that's why you see a lot of females be going for the older dudes?
Well, sure, but I mean, that's even like, I mean, yes. But also, I think that's even like later on than what I'm talking about. Like, I'm talking about the fact that like boys like get together and like compare the size of their penis when they're like 12
Whoa.
or whatever it is.
No,
or
we don't know.
or they're like, here, look at this.
Whoa. No, I'm going to stop you right there.
Okay.
The only friends whose penises I've seen have only been by mistake. I've never seen a friend's penis on purpose. Not
Well,
one time.
I know for a fact that the boys who played football at my high school did this and compared the size of their dicks and also like were
they in
slipping,
the
sliding
showers
around.
together?
Yes.
Okay, so they were just in the showers, like.
So whatever, you're still 14 doing that. Like it still makes a difference in your sexual like openness and like the way that you are. And then you're having girls who are just like quote unquote Catholic school following the rules, thinking porn is just like, oh my God, terrible sin if I ever even glimpse it accidentally. And so then they're growing up, they're not having any sexual experience at all whatsoever. Not this like camaraderie, oh, we all have penises, like hilarious, like it's not taboo at all. And then you're wondering why women aren't like sexually empowered later on. It's pathetic.
But you guys are in the same showers.
Not in my experience. Not in my experience. That's not how women are with each other. Not at that age.
So when y'all get in those showers and y'all naked, y'all just don't talk?
I never once took a shower at my high school. Never one time.
So this is a Christian thing.
No. We didn't. I mean, I played 3 sports all year.
Oh,
all
so
4
they
years.
didn't allow females to
No,
shower
they
together?
allowed it. We didn't do it. It wasn't a thing. And I'm saying that it's because of the ingrained things that were there. It's not like it was not allowed or it wasn't anything. Like we didn't do it. Like it was not part of a commonplace thing.
Okay.
And so that's what I mean. It's not like it's like
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Like
Yeah.
that wasn't what you do. Like
Right.
not you personally, like just
Yeah.
you as general. Like that's not what y'all do.
Right.
Interesting.
And so part of my point is like, some of this is like, I went to Catholic school. So like, yeah, we were, like I've said in other episodes, extremely sexually repressed at Catholic school, for sure.
Yeah, it took you a while to get out.
But even beyond Catholic school, there is the sheer fact of like girls are not encouraged to explore their sexuality at a younger age. And by a young age, I mean like 14, 15, 16. And so then
Correct.
you're leaving that up to boys that they might kiss in secret at the game. And it's like, that's a mistake. That's a huge fucking mistake because the boys like, if an adult tells you like, don't do this, don't whatever, like boys like are less apt to care at a higher rate than little girls are.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Under
Right.
18-year-old boy, he don't get no fucks. Like,
Right.
I'm not gonna lie.
So
He don't
all
get
of
no
this is simply to say that, like, I think it's bullshit that women are not encouraged to explore their own sexuality outside of men, even if you're a hetero woman, as I am. And it's no shade against men. It's just like at that age, like if I would have developed my own sense of like, for example, what I like in bed before, like I was leaving that up to a man to figure that out and figure that out for me, essentially, I would have had a much better time from the age of 17 to 23. Like, I just would have. It's just a fact.
Well, again, I support you. You're the coach. I support women. I'm all here for it. I agree all day. It's not even a counter. My only comment would be that I find it kind of weird that y'all leave it, or it's kind of left up to the boys.
Yeah, it is weird.
But then we get to the point where we're all out at the bars or even in college, and all I do is see girls making out. And I don't get that. And I don't get that. That's just what y'all do. But like from what you're talking about, that 15, 16, like the developing, because I know y'all not making out then. But then you out in college, and that's all y'all doing.
I don't know. I kissed my girlfriends when I was in high school, but not at 16. Like at like summer after senior year.
Okay, so then college, like you, So that's what I'm saying. Like y'all didn't do it before y'all got to college, and then it's like your thing for like 5 years.
Yeah.
And that's my only, it's not even a gap in the argument. It's just a weird thing. And maybe it's because of the way that things happen.
I mean, logic tells me that it's because of like this like extreme sexual repression.
Yeah.
And then it's like this explosion.
Exactly. It's a build up.
But again, like I'm not trying to get into the psychology of all this. Like other people are way more qualified to speak on this.
Oh, I'm definitely not qualified. I just want to see it.
But from a social standpoint, all I'm saying is that that's one of the reasons that I'm so pro porn. Is that I think women should be watching it at a way higher rate and at a way younger age than they are.
Ladies, watch your porn.
Yeah.
Okay? You heard Queen Christine. Okay.
Don't fall into the stigma trap. Now, on a related note, but kind of moving away from that subject a little bit. What say you to the people?
Another riddle me this.
Yeah. What say you to the people that are in a relationship and their partner is like mad that they're like watching so much porn or watching porn at all?
Okay. I feel like those are technically two different questions because watching porn at all, you should definitely never be mad about that because you're not around all the time.
Facts.
I did date a woman who did enjoy porn and she kind of got me more into it. Like, cause she'd be like, ooh, like bring up these things. I'd be like, when did you watch that? She was like, oh, last night when you was at the Duderstat all night doing that. I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate that I was stuck doing homework. Yeah, like that's horrible.
Writing a paper? Damn.
I know, right? I'm like, I should have never done that. Like, fuck that paper. But I mean, good for her. But now there's levels. If you're only doing it like half the time when I'm not around, I probably would care less. If literally I leave the house and you have to watch porn, then we have to have a conversation.
That's a red flag.
Like, we have to have a conversation because I'm like,
could you leave?
I'm like, because like part of me is like, yo, you really love my dick. That's awesome. So when my dick is there, you're only focused on that. But then the other part of me is like, hold up. The second it's gone, you need that's some of that shit where I'm like, I guess we need therapy. Because, like, I just don't understand. Oh, so God. I think there's levels to it.
Yeah.
Again, if it's just, whatever, that there's some night you was feeling, because everybody got their nights where they thought they was going to link up with their bae, and bae got something to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead, do the porn. But if it's every time I'm not around, it's not gonna work out. It's just not gonna work out.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting that you say like every time you're not around. I mean, I would say that it's more to do with like, are you choosing the porn over the partner? Because obviously, I'm with you. Like everybody, you can't be mad at your partner for wanting to watch porn. That's nonsense. Utter nonsense. You need to stop with that.
There's only so many good movies on Xfinity. Come on, guys. So
right.
It's fine.
Quit with that. Now, if it's more to me about like, are you seeking out porn over your partner? To me, it's like ding ding ding, red flags galore.
Especially since Christian thinks all these motherfuckers look average. Like, damn, you picking this average motherfucker over me?
Average. I said they look real.
No, you said they look normal. They're all real. We're all real people. Get out of here. It's not CGI. Get out of here, girl. Like, they all look real.
Celebrities are not real. That's the differentiation I'm making. Like, celebrities are beautiful because they have paid to be beautiful. In fact, that is like literally my mantra about LA. You're not ugly. You're just broke.
We'll do that on another episode.
No, that I will not fold on this point. They are
know.
every person who has like entertainment money, and it doesn't even have to be a lot, has paid for something to do with their looks. It's a fact, and that doesn't mean they've had invasive plastic surgery, but they are paying more than than the average person who works a corporate job on their looks. It's just a fact. So that's what I'm saying. The difference is between like people who do porn and celebrities. The celebrity is paying real dollars on a weekly basis to make themselves look beautiful. Whereas my point is that people who you just watch on Pornhub or whatever, even like the higher up ones, either they really have paid for the fake body or they look real. They look regular. They haven't put all these hundreds and thousands of dollars into their looks.
You so jaded. Oh man, I can't wait to take you back. I can't wait to take you back to LA. You so jaded.
That's true. I am jaded.
Yeah, you so jaded.
I'll cop to that.
You so
true.
jaded. We gonna take you back there. That's fine. Nah, but I don't know. I just think that there's a difference between it. You in a relationship.
Yeah.
Porn should be the same way that you're talking about women growing up should be able to explore with whether it's porn or whatever with sexuality. Relationships. Porn shouldn't be a weird thing.
No.
Like, I mean, like I was telling you, homeboy who was like, yo, like, I just have random, like, not porn stars, but for the lack of a better word, porn stars that are just on my Twitter. So, like, when I scroll through my Twitter feed, it'll be like, ooh, some NBA scores. Ooh, Schefter bomb. Woj bomb. Ooh, damn, some titties. Cool. And then right,
I love that actually.
Right back to a Sports Center clip of LeBron. Happy birthday, LeBron. Like, ooh, it's Tiger. Ooh, chicken with swill. Titties. Oh, cool. All right. Swiping up. Ooh, there's a quarantine. Retweet that. Shout out. Like, and just like, it's just normal. Like, and he's like, his point is like, why would you not just want to see some random titties just every now and again? It doesn't have to be all the time. It's not like he follows 600 porn stars. It's like he might follow 600 people and 10 of them are porn girls. So the odds that he's seeing it once a day.
Yeah.
But he's not seeing it like pow. Like,
right.
Just scroll through it. And I was like, you know what? I can't fight that logic, bro. Like, what guy is gonna be mad or a single guy is gonna be mad that they saw some titties?
No, I mean that's perfectly good. That's a great plan, honestly.
Oh yeah, no, it was. I've adopted it, so
it's definitely a balancing act between like if your partner is like trying to watch porn all the time instead of fuck you, you should dump that person immediately. If your partner is trying to like
not immediately if the sex is great, because they watch a lot of porn, so the sex is probably great. So keep it for a little bit, but you should probably be looking. You should be looking. Continue.
And then if your partner alternatively is like hella insecure because you watch porn, like maybe don't dump them immediately because these things can be overcome. But like they've got to be open to like a discussion about the fact that like you're being insecure for no reason. I'm watching porn. It's perfectly like fine. I don't know.
I don't know these guys. I just like to see what they're doing, and it's giving me ideas for what we about to do. Right. So that's cool, right?
And like, are they being like possessive over you? Like, is that the whole thing, or like then it gets into like a darker thing.
Oh yeah, that goes into a whole thing where it's like, oh, I'm cool with you watching lesbian porn, but every time I see you on the BBC network, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
And that's like, and also like, oh my god, like I can't, I can't, I just. It's no surprise to anyone that I can't stand an insecure man. Like I'm just like, oh my god, I can't stand a man who is insecure. Like you're intimidated by a fucking guy I'm watching on porn. Oh my god, this is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Can't do it.
You hear that?
I'm giving you the pussy, and you're telling me that you're intimidated by the guy that I'm watching on a fucking screen on my phone? I scroll through Instagram all day. What are you talking about? You're actually getting this pussy. Like, what? Like, you need to evaluate your priorities, my good sir.
It should be that easy. And again, as I've said multiple times, I'm out here for the girl power, and I'm actually not disagreeing with you. But I know how some of us guys think. And again, I've said this many times, and I'll keep saying it. Say it on the 10th episode, the 100th episode, the 200th episode. We don't always think with our heads. The great philosopher once said, don't think with his head, only think with his dick. And unfortunately, sometimes that's how they think. So I agree. You shouldn't. And I feel like as you get older, it's easier for the guys.
Yeah.
But, some of these young bucks, they...
And also, they haven't like spent. I don't know. I feel like it gets easier as like technology has grown so much now. Like we didn't have Instagram obviously like back in the day. Like
Hey,
I feel like girls.
I
be
remember
saying,
Playboys.
I feel like
Well, that was,
girls
like, the
like
main
be
thing.
saying all the time online like. How many times we have to say that the size of your dick is the most important thing for men to like realize that we're serious?
You probably need to say it 100,000 million more times because I'm telling you right now, we don't believe it. We just don't believe it.
Well, it is true. I don't know how much plainer I can be about it.
Oh, no. I'm not disagreeing with you in your statement. I'm not disagreeing with any of your followers in the statement. I'm just telling you that we probably need to hear it 100,000 million
Say it
more
every day.
times.
I'll just tweet it out from the Quarantines podcast account every single
Just
day.
start every pod by saying, we don't care about the size of your dick. Like, just start that. That's your
dick
thing.
size ain't number one.
It's not important because they trust me.
Well, I didn't say it wasn't important. Okay, let's be clear.
It's not the most.
I said it's not number
important.
one.
Okay, it's not the most important.